your eyes, know yourself, realize, understand and empathize. We could learn to feel the world with love.
Hello. How you
That
going,
was
guys?
Jazzy.
We're live.
Okay, yeah, we are live. And yeah, that piece of music was you were just talking about Jerome, Blatant
Yeah,
Blatantist.
I
So that was
recognized his
him. That was
voice.
a song that I did together with him. And he's moving at the moment, so he's in Hawaii and he's moving around. So he seems to move a lot. He's going from one house to another. So he's in the
Very
process of
crazy
moving, which is
boy.
why he couldn't make the stream.
Darn it.
And
Yeah,
he's in
Make him
Hawaii.
pay double
He's
next
still
time.
he's moving, but he's just moving to a different place in Hawaii.
I believe so. Yeah, he wasn't 100%
Mm-hmm.
clear on it. I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago. We had a bit of a
I
video
asked
chat.
him before he left if he needed a personal hairdresser. I'd happily pack up there with him.
I need a
But
personal
nay.
hairdresser here, but
No, you don't.
there's two problems. Yeah, exactly. The two problems. One is I'm in Australia, you're in Texas, and
And
the other is I don't have any hair. So
Yeah, you're already
yeah,
in Tomorrowland. I can't help you, darling.
yeah.
yeah,
I
duh.
give you tips
I,
and tricks, but I can't touch it. Dang it.
I shaved it last night, so it's all good. Anyway, yeah. So, but that's the situation. But Jerome will be popping in future ones. Maybe not the next stream. I'm not sure. It just depends on where he's at. But I'm hoping he's going to be a regular as well. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get something going here and get get the ball rolling with this. So it's going to be very loose and random, and we're just going to
Let's get
talk
loose.
just
All right.
exactly like that. And just like we did before we were on here, just chatting shit. So it's a big part of it. But ultimately, it's about being creative and, yeah, working on some ideas and that
Nerdy.
together.
Hi,
I've got some
Nerdy.
plans. Oh, Nerdy's there? Oh, well, that's
Nerdy's in
cool.
the side chat. Hi,
Oh, awesome.
Nerdy.
Nerdy.
Ann
and Nerdy.
Hi, Carrie Ann. I don't know you, but nice to meet you.
Oh, cool.
Huh?
Where do I see that? Oh, we got comments? Oh, look, there is a few people. You see,
We
I
have
got no idea.
audience. What do you know, man? See?
I got no idea what
Ooh.
I'm doing here. Anyway, look, it is all about artists. And also, like, I guess, like, we're all kind of skeptics, or one thing or another. Like,
Yeah.
I know everybody's not all the same thing, but we
Right.
all kind of fell
It's
into
not a
this.
sweet little church lady sitting here, that's for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, we're
I
all
am.
kind
I
of,
don't know what you're talking about.
we're all
Nuh-uh.
kind of progressive, at least progressive thinking or free thinking sort of people, and we're all artists. So, like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's the fun
which
part. That means you're a little bit
exactly.
off, and that's perfect for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it's all about, is creating together. And actually, with Nerdy in the chat, that's very cool because I've done some things with Nerdy as well in the past.
I love
Actually,
Nerd.
that video, the song that you just heard with Jerome singing, Nerdy did one of his morphing things. You've seen those, Angie,
Oh,
which
yeah.
was really cool. So that's in that video. And that's what I mean by, like, collaborating with people. Like, you know, there's such a wealth of talent out there, including yourselves. And since I've been exploring the internet, which I have, you know, for 3-4 years, I suppose, as far as YouTube and, you know, checking people out, I've found a bunch of like really
Yeah.
talented artists.
You're everywhere.
Absolutely everywhere. And I've got a list, actually, which I'll read off later, the people that I want to try and get on the channel and work with and chat to.
Nerdy
Maybe
has a
we can
nice
even get
voice.
Nerdy on at some stage.
Mhm.
But I know he likes to keep pretty private, so he might not be.
He only sings in the bathtub, though, dang it.
Yeah.
Only things
Oh,
in the
you guys
bathtub.
did a bathtub video together, didn't you? Which was nice.
Aw.
Yeah, that was so much fun. I
I
put him
mean,
on
not
the spot.
literally.
Poor Nerdy.
You weren't in the bathtub together.
No, no. Well, I was in my bathtub, and I think he was in his, but never at the same time. He's so
No.
fond from me.
Okay.
So
To get that
Mm.
nice bathroom echo. You know about that, madam, who being you're really a producer yourself.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Very similar to myself. So you get that
Mhm.
nice
Yeah.
bathroom echo. It's got a certain
Yep.
small echo sound about it.
That's when I fell in love with his channel, was his bath singing. And the nerdy stuff is really cool too. I don't understand any of it, but I love watching it. And yeah. So
Yeah, he
I'm
goes
happy
way
his
over the
channel's
top for
taken
me.
off,
He's
and that's
way
cool.
too smart for me. So right, how do I get rid of nerdy's thing?
How do you get rid of
Oh,
nerdy?
no,
Yeah.
just his comment there. Anyway, look, I don't know how long we're going to take, and it might take 10 minutes, it might take half an hour,
Hmm.
might take 5 hours. Everybody
I
might
can't
get in
do
and have
5
a
hours. It's karaoke
Yeah, I can't do
night.
5 hours either. I'm
Oh no, it's
sorry.
karaoke night.
It's karaoke night, and I haven't been out on all month. I have to go out tonight, or I will explode.
I
Prince
have to
might
go
be there.
sleep.
You never know.
I wish Prince was going to be there. Oh dear, God, I miss that man.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a legend. But that gives me the opportunity to kind of introduce everyone. So, all right, well, we'll start with Angie. I guess we'll go on alphabetical order. And
Sure.
plus, as we were just talking about the karaoke thing, it is worth mentioning
That's my
that
shtick.
Angie has got an awesome voice. She's a great singer, and we've been doing bits and pieces, but we're going to be doing more, and she's going to be being included in future recordings.
Okay,
That I've got
nice.
plans, one of which I'll talk about shortly.
Thank you for
But yeah,
saying
so
that. I just have no confidence.
exactly, which is I keep saying to Angie, if she had followed, I suppose, a dream. A lot of people
If I'd
have
have
it.
done it when I was younger, I'd have been famous, but I'd also be dead by now because I would have been one of
Well,
those,
You'd be
rock stars
partying
die
I
too
did it when
hard.
I was
And,
younger too, so that
yeah,
doesn't always work. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Say that again.
if you had followed that path, because you're not confident because you're not experienced, and
I'm
all you
confident at
really do is
karaoke in my
karaoke.
tiny little time, in my tiny little
Yeah,
bar with all the little rednecks who can't sing, and they're all drunk and okay
yeah.
anyway. And that's where I'm comfortable. Though I've done a few competitions, and I'm terrible at competition. Terrible. I choke every time, and it sounds like
oh.
Because the
chipmunk.
pressure's on. Mm.
It's awful. I'm like Alvin and the
What song
Chipmunks.
do you
It's
sing
bad.
in karaoke?
I do 80s pop and rock type stuff, some
Mhm.
70s
Like
rock
what?
and roll. Oh gosh, well, my signature song is Purple Rain, and no one's allowed to sing that if I'm around because I will hurt them. But other than that, I don't claim any other ones as my thing. I like to do Footloose. People get a kick out of that. I have like a 500 song list. I don't even, if you can think of an 80s song, I've probably tried it at least once. Do a lot of Madonna, a little bit of Pat Benatar because she's hard.
That's eight.
Me and
I
Angie
mostly
are
do
exactly the
men
same
songs like
age.
Eagles. I do Eagles and stuff. So, because I like to
Mhm.
sing
Oh.
guy songs because they're down in my register where I can go get to
Yeah,
the
you
low
do have
parts.
that low,
The high parts I can't quite do
dusky kind of a
anymore. I
voice.
killed
Yeah.
my falsetto a
Hmm.
couple of years back when I switched cigarette brands, and it hasn't come back all
When
the
you
way. It's
switched
back a
to
little.
what?
I changed my brand of cigarette, and I shouldn't have. That's stupid.
Oh, oh.
No, I know. No. Addiction is what it is, and anyway. At this stage in my life, I'm like, why should I suffer through quitting? Any damage I'm gonna do, I've done. So, and I really don't want
Right.
to make it to 80. I really don't. I
No,
look
I
at the
don't
people
mind
who
the
are 80.
occasional
I'm like,
cigarette. When I'm having a
I
drink,
do.
I'll have a puff. But
I'm a smoker. I don't drink too good. I'm stupid when I drink, so I had to quit doing
all right.
that.
I stopped smoking last year. I stopped vaping and smoking.
Oh, I'm so proud of
It's
you.
been
I
like a
tried. I've
year.
tried so many times. I've had patches. I've had gum.
Those vapes
It
are
was
so
hard.
addictive.
I've never
They
been a
are.
smoker.
You're
Yeah.
lucky.
My
Yeah,
mom,
because
when
you
she was
like
pregnant with
Never.
me, that's when the Surgeon General thing came out, and it says it was smoking mothers might cause underweight or something. And she
Yeah.
quit cold turkey, just like that.
Wow.
And then after
Good
that,
for
she
you.
always told us how bad cigarettes were. So
Mhm.
never smoke.
Yeah.
She really drilled
Well,
it in
I
there.
always
And
told
it
my
was
kids the
effective.
right thing. I didn't always set the best example. That's been my problem.
Okay.
I do as I say, not as I do. Damn it.
Not as
You
I
know?
do.
Well,
Yeah, but we're all
yes.
hypocrites in one way or another. So, look, we're all just humans trying to
Like,
figure our
Gen
shit
X
out in
raised
life.
feral.
True.
That's
Yeah, me too. I'm
drinking
Gen
from the
X.
water hose. Hello, thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
for sure.
Yeah.
I
Emotionally
grew up on a farm
neglected.
though, so
Oh, that would have been fun. I had parents who wanted to climb the social ladder and were much more interested in their children being seen and not
oh,
heard. Sent me
oh,
sent me to charm school at 6 years old. I
wow.
know
I
what you.
didn't know it existed.
Oh yeah, it was a little thing they
In
had
the
at dinner.
80s
It
or
was like a
70s or
6
whatever.
weeks program, and I learned how to put on my white gloves properly, and it was
Mm.
important, and how to curtsy, and how to do
Oh,
proper
wow.
introductions, and
All the
how to be a
unimportant
proper
shit.
Southern lady.
Yeah.
Gag
Crazy.
me with a spoon in the middle of the 80s.
Oh, and talking about that, we just had the coronation. This
Right?
is something that
Oh, yeah.
I'd thought about bringing up, but I wasn't going to today. But now, just talking about that, it's all the pomp and the ceremony and all the shit. And
My mother was convinced I might need to meet the president or something one day, and I was like, well,
yeah,
at least she prepared me for that if it ever happens. It's not going to, but still, it's like,
it just makes me cringe. All that stuff.
You
Like,
never
I hope I'm
know.
not offending anyone there in the chat or any of you guys
Yeah.
here, but it's like, why do we need it? I got a really cool clip, which I'll play another time, actually, from Rob Smith of The Cure. I don't know if you know The Cure. Cool band from the
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rob Smith. Yeah, so he has a lot of comments on. A nerdy would probably know Rob Smith. Yeah,
I'm
so
more
he made a
familiar
lot of
with
comments
calling
about
him
why do we
Robert
need.
I know about Robert Smith too.
I have no clue who
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Cure?
From The Cure.
The Cure. Yeah.
Oh,
do you
yeah.
know,
Okay. I know the
you know the
band, but
band, The Cure?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't
So anyway,
always know who the players were. My husband's he's the one that will ruin the song by telling you who's in it the whole time
yeah.
it's on.
Well,
Hmm.
So
Robert
that's his
Smith
job.
was the lead singer. So normally people know the lead
Yeah.
singer, but they don't know everybody else. Anyway,
Yeah.
besides the point. Yeah, look, it was just all the pomp. I couldn't watch it. My wife sat and watched the coronation and all that. And I was, it just makes me sick to the stomach. It really does. It's so
Yeah.
pompous and
Gross.
it's just so distant from reality. Like these people are just in a bubble. They
Yeah.
don't know what everybody else goes through.
But Charles has always
can't
been
deal with
gross.
it.
He is the butt
Yeah.
ugliest thing I've ever seen, and he makes
I
me ill
don't
looking
know how
at
he.
him
I
anyway.
really don't know how he got Diana, to be honest, because
I'm so
she's
mad at him
way
for what he
prettier
did to
than.
her.
Prince. Fine.
He was
It's a
the prince.
prince.
Hello.
I know, right?
Yeah, but yeah, he
Yeah.
made me mad. I don't like him very much.
Yeah, look, not a fan of the whole royal thing. I'm sure that they're not
It
necessarily
just seems
bad
silly
people on their
anymore.
own, but
No,
they're kind of thrown into that
personally.
world. Like you're randomly born in whatever situation you are, so they're
Mhm.
born as
Yeah.
royals and they're just there. But I'm not
They're
a fan
Kind
of
of
controlled
like
by
that.
what's been
somebody
going
else.
on with him, though. I like the fact that one of the kids is like, "Screw this, I'm leaving."
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you go, buddy."
Yeah, no, that's good. But
Get
he's
between
still
the
kind
always
birds
of
and take a
rebel.
hike,
from
sucker.
reality. Yeah. So anyway, we'll continue on. So Angie Dell, she's we've been going
Talk
for a
too
while
much.
already, and I've only introduced Angie.
I'm sorry, I talk too much. I told y'all at the
Hi,
beginning. If
Angie.
you need me to shut up, just say shut up. And even
No,
Nerdy
that's
knows. He's like, Angie. He's over there going, "Oh fuck, Angie's losing her mind."
but that's why you're here. If I run out of things to say and I'm just sitting there going,
You're
well,
never gonna run out of
okay,
things.
Yeah.
then Angie's here and she's going to keep talking. So it's all
That's
good.
good.
Anyway,
am not a talker.
Jana, you're not a talk. Well, you'll be chatting shortly, so we'll see how you go. Anyway, so Angie, karaoke singer, potentially could have done other things, but didn't go in that direction. But very talented. She's going to be involved in the stuff that we do. So, Gana, we've already done stuff together. We've
Yes.
Like what?
we've had a lot of Gana's done a lot of little artistic pieces for me. She is, what would you describe yourself as? I think
Oh.
you're a cartoonist and a
Digital artist,
digital
cartoonist,
artist.
a creator of sorts.
Yeah. But most of the stuff
Cool.
that you do kind of tends to be cartoon-like characters.
Yeah,
Most of what I've seen on your channel seems to be that type of thing.
a lot of
Um,
cartoons. I like to draw, animate.
yeah,
I dabble in a couple different things. So
right. Yeah, I've seen you painting as well.
Is
There
that
was a
what you?
video when you did a painting live, which was awesome.
did I?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
I don't remember.
yeah.
I
I
need to
mean, you
go find
probably
that.
chopped it up. It was edited, but you did a painting, and yeah, or maybe it was a sketch. Anyway, but it always blows me away with artists. They'll start with a dot here and a green color there and a blue there, and then you just watch it all come together, and it's like, oh shit, how did you have that in your mind? And that's the
Yeah.
type of thing that
Cool.
Ghana does. So
I'm visually expressive. I don't have a lot of words like Angie, but I draw things out.
No, she's like Nadine. She's got all the brains but is
Draw a
quiet
little
about
comic
it.
for
Yeah.
you. Boop.
Yeah. I
yeah,
think
we
her
all
and
have
Nadine
our
would
own.
get along.
So you make your living with
Yes, I
Ghana?
do.
Sweet.
I have
Oh, are you a graphic artist or illustrator?
all the above. I have a couple of coloring books that I've published.
Mm-hmm.
I have merch on a couple different websites. I do commissions for people. Like I said, the big project I've been working on is the golf game. But I do animations and sketches for other people, just various. Oh yeah, Carrie Ann's logo. I do logos on YouTube, banners, logos. Very busy.
Cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. What you do, Gan, is great. I love it. And yeah, we've been
Thank
doing
you.
bits and pieces for a while now. And I hope that's going to continue on. I think it will. That's partly why I'm doing this thing. Hi guys in the chat. We've got Kerry and Nerdy. I don't know if they're still hanging around, but anyway, I forgot to say hello because I'm very inexperienced at doing this.
They are still
I'm
here.
sure we'll get better. It's all good. So now we get to Madam Who.
Woo!
And Madam
Hello.
Who, we're probably the most similar in that we are songwriters and I'd say producers up to a point.
Yeah.
You might even take it further with production than what I do, because
Yeah.
I've got my 25-year-old son is a music producer. So if there's something that I really
Right.
want produced, I'd say, Darcy,
Mhm.
can you do this for me? So I can get it to a certain point, but you do yours from start to finish.
Yeah, I do. I play a lot of different instruments. As far as the band goes, I play keyboards and guitar, and I can play bass. But I don't play drums, but I can program drums. So, and I work in Logic, and it's really easy to program the drums in Logic. And then if I don't actually own a bass guitar, so I do it in MIDI a lot of the times. And also, I have a really, really great bassist, like on call. She used to play in my band in Nashville. She's super duper talented, and she lives in New
Jelly.
York now. But yeah, her name's Emmy, and she's really super cool. So I'll give her a song, and then she'll like just do a bass line for me, and then send it back, and it's always like just spot on. It's awesome. Yeah, but I do a lot of my almost all of my stuff actually on Logic myself, but just recently I've been working with a London-based record company to do 3 songs, and so I recorded it here, and then they mixed it, so I had to give them something to do so they would promote it.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
right.
Very cool.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I
with
have a
that.
lot of instruments, but I can't play any of them very well.
Yeah.
Name.
I
You
sort
should
of
learn a
collect
couple of
and-
chords, Angie. It's even just knowing 3 chords, probably all you
Yeah.
need, really.
I can't do the strings because I'd have to
Yeah.
cut my nails.
Oh yeah, you would. You
If
would
I-
have to cut
My
your
husband
nails.
is a guitarist, and if I get it, I tell him, if you would just tune it like Dolly, where she just kind of grabs the neck and does this, I could totally play like Dolly because I can strum all day long. It's finding those pressing
That's
on
what
the.
Jolly does? I didn't notice that ever.
Oh yeah, she's always got. That's why she got so many guitars. She's got them tuned different keys, for different songs.
Okay.
And that's how she plays with them. Her nails are like this long.
Wow.
Eesh.
Oh, I never noticed that either. I just noticed,
Nope.
the wigs and the boobs.
Another,
Yep,
yeah.
all about the
I don't know
boobs.
how she could hold a guitar, to be honest, with the boobs. Like, it's going to be right out here, isn't it? Somewhere.
Yeah.
Does
Anyway,
anybody play the automaton?
huh?
Does anybody play the automaton?
No, what's
Automaton,
that?
what's that?
I've had one. I used
don't
it
know
for a
what it is.
video a couple years ago, but I don't actually play it.
What is it?
Well, what is
It's
it
like
though?
it's shaped like a musical instrument. So there's a ball and then a long piece of metal, and you touch the metal and use the ball to manipulate the sounds that come out of it.
Oh.
Like a bike horn ball in a tube?
Yeah, kind of, but it's electrical, so it needs
Hmm.
it's battery operated, and it makes these weird electric tones, like meow, wow, wow,
Sounds
wow.
like
So cool.
theremin, maybe? A little bit like a theremin.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
I had some friends who
Cool.
had a theremin. And it was really neat because you just like waved in front of it and it would make
Yeah.
different noises.
So wherever you
Okay.
touch the metal, it makes noises.
Mhm.
That is so cool.
I'm gonna try something.
Okay. Try
So
away.
just bear with me here.
I'm a married woman.
No, I think. Oh yeah, that's it.
Inappropriate,
For
Angie. There you go, look
automaton,
at you.
that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, that right there.
Oh,
What
okay.
the hell is that?
You like squeeze the bottom part, and the mouth opens, and that's where the noise comes out. It's like wah wah wah.
That is cool.
And that
Hmm.
neck has
I need to
metal
get
on
one
it.
of those. I'm gonna have
They're
to get one of them.
fun.
I need
have,
to.
my granddaughter
How big
is.
are they? How big? Like a foot or?
Like forearm, probably.
Oh,
They're not
okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
big.
Oh,
And
cool.
it's a ball. It's just
Almost
squeezy
saxophone
ball.
shaped or
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
That's cool.
Like a dog
Oh, there you
toy.
go.
Huh.
Okay, I'll get rid of him.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah,
They're
automaton.
really
There
fun.
we've learned something.
Yeah.
We've learned
Yeah,
something from
automaton.
Ghana.
From
So
the purple
you
roses,
converted me.
orange has come to hang with us. Cool.
oh, we've got
Hi,
Perps
Purple.
here
Purple.
as well. That's awesome.
Nice.
That gives me an opportunity to mention I'm going on if he's still doing it. Where is he?
Who?
Oh, Deconverted Man's here as well. Oh, cool. So there's a few people on. That's great. And these are all artistic kind of people too that I've done stuff with in the past. Yeah, so going on a live stream, if it's still happening, next week, talking about, like, for us older peoples, the times, how it was before the internet. So that should be fun. That's happening next. I think your Saturday. I think it's my Sunday morning. So that's next week.
Okay.
Oh, I can't find.
Yeah, I tell my kids about what we had to do before the internet, and they're just like minds blown, you know.
Oh yeah,
Like,
the grandbabies have no concept.
Yeah.
And it's like,
My kids,
you know, when I was a kid, there were no cell phones, and you had to say what time you were going to meet somebody where.
Yeah.
And everybody wore
Yeah.
watches, which was this circular thing that had an analog clock that I know you can't read, but
they can't. It's horrible. I put a clock in my house just so my children would learn to tell time, and they'll be like, "Granny, what time is this?" Look at the clock, and they look at the stove, and I purposely have it not set for what the right time is, so that they will look at the.
Well, that could be an issue, couldn't it? Like, maybe young people now don't know how to read that.
They don't
Is it
stress
getting like
it
that?
very hard in school anymore. There's a lot of stuff they
it's
don't
like-
stress in school that
it's
they
like-
do. And
I guess they don't need to. We move on. You know, things change.
Right.
So eventually, that
you
type
don't
of
have
I can
to
read a
will-
sundial, thank you.
Yeah, you really. Well, see, that's
exactly
why
my
they don't
point.
teach cursive anymore in schools, because there's typing, and now it's the thumbs you type with, and I don't
Yeah.
even know if they teach how to type anymore in school. But it's like nobody teaches
Sure.
cursive anymore, because that was before. You know, that was how to write fast. That was how to,
Some
be
do.
efficient
My kids are learning.
with
My kids learn
cursive
cursive
instead of printing.
still to this day, so that's cool.
What'd
The
you say?
sixth
and they're
grader is doing
They're
cursive
also
now.
quick as well. The kids with the, like, with their phones and with computers, like everything's just so it's in a flash. Like I'm Mr. You know,
Yeah.
one finger at one letter at a time, and they're all on there just going just tapping away, and it's like they've written a paragraph in like 3 seconds. It's like,
Yeah.
but anyway,
Deconverted man
yes,
says before the net, how did atheists find each other? Like it's a bit safer to
They
be an atheist
didn't.
now, but
exactly.
we
We
didn't. I
all
didn't
thought
even
we
know
were
atheist was a
alone.
thing when I was a kid. Are you kidding me? I was so soaked in Southern religion. Ugh.
Well,
No,
you
I
have to learn
didn't even know that was
sometime,
a
right?
thing.
Yeah, and that's such an interesting thing too, like because everybody here has been through some kind of a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I guess that can maybe lead on to basically, what my channel is and what I do musically is it's a combination of two things. So one being music, which I've been doing since I was a kid. Literally wrote my first song when I was 12.
It's the
It
only
probably
thing I'm
wasn't
good
the
at.
best song on the planet, and I've been doing it ever since. And the other thing is like the search for truth, which
Mhm.
we've all obviously been through up to a point. I think most people do. Some people might not care, but I think most of us
Well,
kind of have a bit of a
I wouldn't
search
say
for
most
truth, and I'm
people.
sure.
I wouldn't say most.
Could we be generous and say more than half, or because a lot of
No,
people
because
are
that's most.
thoughtful and
Yeah, I think a lot of
yeah,
people care about truth, but they don't. They're they're just afraid to question what
They're
they
not
already think.
They
Yeah,
don't
they're
really
not
have
critical
time to think
thinkers.
about it either. They have so
Yeah.
many other
Yeah,
things in the world to worry about.
true.
Yeah.
that's right.
Exactly. Yeah, very good point.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, going on your spiritual journey or whatever can be a thing that is okay if you're rich and you've got money and you're not worried about issues.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
you can sit back and relax. You can take a yoga class, you can do that. But if you're broke and you're just struggling every day to feed your 5 kids, then yeah,
Wait a
you don't
minute.
have
If you take
time.
yoga
So that's a
classes,
great point.
if you take yoga classes, you're rich. I had no idea I was rich.
No. I guess my point. Oh no, look, yoga's great, and no, you don't have to be rich. But I guess it's if you're living in a slum somewhere and you got 5 kids
Yeah,
and you're
totally.
just trying to figure out how to feed them, you're
Trying to
probably
survive.
not
Yeah,
doing yoga. So you don't have to be rich, but middle class and kind of
probably
comfortable,
not.
I suppose.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
You
anyway,
have more
that was just
access and resources to those things too. Like it's kind
yeah.
of, oh, you're overworked here. Do
Mhm.
some yoga, but you already make a bunch of money versus someone who doesn't have those opportunities.
Yeah. Somebody busting tables.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm
Exactly. So that was a really good point.
Mhm.
But yeah, so look, essentially, it's I guess that's what's all brought us here to this community, which is how we've all kind of met each other, I suppose.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because I came because there were so many mean people out there. And when I first started my YouTube channel, I was all about y'all be nice. Can't we all just get along? Okay, YouTube
Yeah.
ruined me. I don't feel that way anymore.
Oh.
I'm more like, screw you all. If you don't like me, kiss my ass. I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah. And trying to, like I was telling Art when he was talking to me about doing this, I was like, yeah, but you're going to be dealing with atheists, and that's like hurting cats. Just from somebody who's run a couple of fundraisers,
Yeah,
it's
true.
hard to get us all together,
Uh-huh.
and most of us don't really think alike. We
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
believe the same things, but we're so different people, and we're so diverse, and
It's
Mhm.
free
it's really
thinking.
hard. Yeah,
Everybody,
we
although we
want
would
Yeah.
agree
we
on a
want
lot
to
of
be a
things.
community, but it's hard because we're all so different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if everybody would
true.
just be human, and then we could all be a community in the whole world. We need the
Mhm.
aliens. Where are the aliens, please?
The Vulcans, bring on the Vulcans.
Somebody come and scare the
It's them,
crap
oh
out
my
of this
God.
planet so that we will all get along. That's what we need.
Yeah, just talk to us. It's crazy.
Yeah,
You can't
exactly. That's
get
when we'll
through.
human race come together
Mhm.
for sure.
Independence Day. Yep.
Yeah,
It'll
and
start off
it's
sketchy, and we won't trust each other at first, but we will come together in the end and make it okay.
Right.
Because that's what
Yep.
humans do. We survive.
Hopefully.
and this
Mhm.
is one of the things that we were talking about, like before we went live, is just unity, people coming together. And it's like most people agree. And like speaking about American politics in particular, even Republicans and Democrats, there's a lot of policies they both agree on. And the percentage goes up to like 70%. I think when you're talking about stuff like a $15 minimum wage, things to do with climate change and different things, everyday people kind of agree on the same thing. There's less Republicans agree than what Democrats do, but overall it's still a pretty high percentage. If it weren't for all the bullshit with the media and politicians and what the government does, a lot more people would come together if they'd stop putting all the shit in front of us, the things that are really, they're not the issues, like trans issues and all these things, which are an issue for those people. I get it, but they don't need to be. And they focus on that when there's literally people starving and struggling through life. And it's a distraction. Everything they do is a distraction. But most of us actually agree. The majority do agree on things.
But the extremists on either end are just so loud about it. They just
squeaky wheels,
kick up the dust, and exactly. Squeaky wheels gets the grease, and it's hard to ignore them. And then you just hear them all the time, and you just start to think that those are the issues, and that's what everybody thinks on either side, But it's very skewed perspective.
Yeah. And it's also because I suppose the right wing control the media because it's more to do with money. I guess it's kind of a class thing, really. The rich control everything, and most people
we don't have classes
are on
here
the right as far as that goes. So they've got the biggest voice because they control the media, because the corporations are the media. So and so the people don't get through. It's always the big monies, the elites versus the people. And they can control the narrative and say what they want to say because they have the money to push their opinions.
And the
people don't. They got to depend on independent media and
religion.
Is big money. Big money.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so you don't actually have to believe in anything. You just have to say you do.
Yeah, exactly. And that's powerful,
And I get so sick of the argument, well, I'm going to believe just in case, because I'd rather die believing in it and be wrong. And I'm like, are you stupid? Do you think your God is that dumb? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? I mean, come on, please. So, no, it was a good church.
What is it? Pascal's wager?
Yeah. Pascal's wager.
Yeah.
Basically that.
I'm better off believing.
Just to be on the safe side.
Now,
doesn't the omniscient God, isn't it able to get into your brain? It's definitely a he. It is definitely a he. Sorry. I take that back. Yeah, definitely a he. Is not he able to get into your brain and figure out, hey, you're not serious. My friend,
if you haven't said the sinner's prayer, he can't hear what you're thinking, apparently. But he can then punish you for thinking I'm going. How does he know then that you're a sinner and going to hell? What if you don't?
He knows.
He knows
everything.
Why is hell such a bad thing? Why do we demonize? Shouldn't we be happy that there's a devil that exists that punishes bad people? God's the one that makes all these temptations and whatnot, and then he's left it to Satan to be like, oh, you're going to be here all damnation, punishing the evil people. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I know there's so many contradictions.
Why?
There are so many contradictions. It's unbelievable. But anyway.
Never understood.
Well, if it turns out to be true, I figured if it turns out to be in any way sort of true, then that just means we're in the simulation and he's got the controller.
Have you guys ever seen The Good Place? The show
I have not watched it. I can't make myself watch it.
Oh my God, it is so good.
I went through too many years of crap Touched by an Angel, and it's
no. This is totally hilarious.
But I didn't watch Lucifer for a long time either because I was like, I don't want nothing to do with any of that crazy ass shit anymore, because I was casting demons out of people for fucking real. I thought, and
really?
Okay.
Oh God, yes.
So how long, Angie? How long were you in it?
Well, I was born Methodist, changed to
Okay.
Baptist a little while after that in my teenager years, and then was kind of a wild child for a while and like didn't care. And then I encountered evangelical fundies, and I was like, "Oh, I just been doing it
Okay.
wrong this whole time.
Yeah,
Let's see if I do it
that's
right.
right.
My life will get
That's right.
better."
You were doing it wrong.
I was doing it wrong the whole time, so I'm gonna do it this way. With these people, these people seem to be doing okay. They all got money. What a fancy, nice church this is. Look, they got a fountain.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the little brick church that I grew up, down the road.
Yeah.
So it just, and
Wow.
I had a sick child at the time. I was
Um,
vulnerable.
Oh,
I was in
okay.
a crappy marriage with a gay man,
Oh,
and
really? Okay.
yeah, that he didn't, wouldn't. I don't even want to talk about that. But
Yeah,
that's a
that's fine.
long story.
Okay.
But yeah, I was a good 8 to 10 years. I even did prison ministry and stuff. Like went to save the
Really? Wow. Okay.
Right.
sang,
I
but that's where I
never knew
found my
you were that
voice.
far
That's
deeply
the
kind of
only good thing I ever got out of church is I
into it.
learned stage presence and I learned to sing better.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Singing with the church choir.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a really good choir director. He was an absolute anal retentive dick face. And if you got even slightly off key, he was like, "No. Get up here, get up here." But I was in band too, so I could read music and stuff like that. So I was like,
Yeah.
I could hear. I know when I'm flat, okay? At least karaoke, I can change the key of the music so I can sing flat.
That's what amazes me. Like you got to be so strong and like individual to get out of that situation because
Yeah.
I've said before on streams and whatever in the past, I never had that. I wasn't brought up with that. With that, my parents were not
So
religious,
fortunate. You're so
so I
lucky.
didn't have that. But I can imagine in society, I guess in particular in America, other countries don't seem to be as extreme as far as Christianity goes.
Right.
Oh,
and
but
I'm in Texas.
I
It's the
can't
law
imagine
of the
how
land. You know.
I can't
Oh,
imagine how strong an
yeah.
individual you'd have to be to escape that when your whole family believes in it and everybody's, saying
Yep.
this is the truth. I mean, the easiest way would just be to go, "Oh, okay, all right, I
Yeah.
That's why I
agree.
won't
Yes, I
argue.
believe."
When
Yep.
I first came to the YouTube stuff, everybody was arguing. They're like, "Oh, we're going to debate. We're going to debate." I'm like, I don't want to debate with these people because all I got to do is quote their book back to them and tell them where they're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
And
It's
they don't
easier to
like
do.
that. Then they just leave.
No.
When
I'm
you
just
tell
gonna
them,
let
well,
my
your book
cat out.
says this. Your book says this right here.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Just because it says something else over here, don't mean it don't say the opposite right here. You know,
Mhm.
derp. So yeah,
Yeah,
I had to read it
contradictions
though.
are
I had to
Did
read
you
outrageous.
it.
say
Get the
DARP?
fuck out of it. Derp. Yeah, derp. I'm a dork.
Anyway, so
It's quite
I'll
all right.
try. Look, I love the chatting. I love it. That's what it's all about.
I'm sorry.
But I guess no, it's all good, Angie. I love it. I love you for that. It's great. I love
Good.
it.
'Cause I
We could
hate
literally,
these
the three of us could literally just sit here and just go, Angie.
No, please don't make it.
Have at
That's
it.
my problem though. I feel like I'm on because I'm on camera. And when I'm
Yeah.
on stage, I'm on. When I'm
Uh-huh.
on, I am powerful. I am diva. I will fuck you up. You know, I'm witty. I'm smart. I'm fun. I'm all the good things when I'm diva. And so I'm on camera,
Okay.
and the
Yeah.
diva comes out, and I'm
Nice.
like,
I'm
you're
convinced
not
and
supposed to
very
be
scared.
diva, right?
Okay.
I need diva
I'm
later
not
when I
picking
go to
any fights with
karaoke.
Angie.
No.
No, I'm not. I've never hit.
She's never
I
hit
suppose I'm
anyone.
pretty safe
You
here in
gotta catch
Australia.
me if you want to fight with me.
You guys are all in the US, so Angie
Yeah.
could potentially reach you, but to come over here on the other side of
Yeah,
the
it's a
world,
long
I'm
way.
pretty safe. So
It's
actually,
on my bucket list,
yeah.
Art. And if it
It
happens,
is?
I'm gonna sleep on your couch. I'm just saying. I'm calling. Hey man, I'm coming. Got a place for
Hey,
me to
you let
crash?
me
I'll sleep on
know.
the floor.
Hey Donna, where are you? Are you in the US?
I'm in the US. I'm in the Southwest.
Anytime, Angie, by
Oh,
the
okay.
way, anytime.
Any specific state?
Arizona.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I want to move to New Mexico.
Ooh.
I hate being in Texas.
I
I
don't like
love
being
Texas.
here.
I've always been a true Texan. I love Texas, but I'm so angry right now at the way things are here. It's like, what has happened to my beautiful Bluebonnet state?
And you had a shooting there again recently in a mall.
It's
I
every other
saw.
day. Every other day.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a couple here too. I'd lose
And our
track.
governor announces it. Oh, some illegal aliens were killed.
Mm, no.
Mother.
Yeah.
And it's not the gun, guys. It's the people with the
Ooh.
guns. Guns don't kill themselves, right? It's the
It's the
people.
guns.
Right? I
Guns.
mean, what kind of nonsense is that?
Yes.
There's all
And my
these
sister is one of those people. We could not be further apart politically, ideologically. Yeah, I know that word. It's a big word. My husband, we're also house divided. I'm liberal. He's not.
Oh,
And
really?
that's hard.
So
That's rough.
How does that work out? And how
I
long has
adore
it been
him.
that you've been that way?
We've married 23 years now, so.
Oh,
But
okay. So it's
I'm
been
wife
wild.
number 4, and he's husband number 3. So it took us a while to find each other. And once we got together, it's like, this is it. You're stuck with me, like it or not. You're going to have to kill me to get rid of me. And I'm not going through another divorce. And you can either like it or lump it. And we're both very passive aggressive, which is perfect.
Okay.
We don't fight hardly ever. He'll say something
Good.
snarky once in a while, and I was like, you voted for Trump. You know?
They say opposites attract. So I know that's a
Yeah.
cliche, but it seems to be
We're not really that
relevant
different,
here.
he and I. We're really not very
Yeah.
different people.
Right.
But he's
which is what I was
he's a
saying
boomer.
before
I tease
about
him because he's a
Republicans and
boomer.
Democrats.
You're a
He's a
boomer.
boomer.
He's a boomer.
Oh, wow.
You're
Yeah, he's
Gen
like
X
11
like
years
me,
older
Angie.
than me. Huh?
You're Gen X like me.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds about right, Nerdy. How many guns are there in America?
All of them.
Was it something like 5 guns for
How
every
come I'm
person?
missing all the
Yeah.
comments?
It's like
A
8.
lot
If you go up, if you're in StreamYard, there's 2 chats. There's one that says private chat and one that says comments.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm on comments. So,
Yeah,
but the ones
it'll
at the
pop
top,
up.
are they the new ones? Look, I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring anybody in the chat. I'm just
It's at the
once
bottom.
again,
Yeah,
So
the
the
new ones
bottom's
are at
the
the
newest
bottom.
one.
the new ones are at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Okay,
you
so
can
you've got to
have
keep
like your phone
scrolling
up
down.
and you can
Okay.
have
Yes, I
live.
can't run the YouTube and the StreamYard at the same time. I'll be like,
Oh, look, this is actually a point that I want to bring up. If anybody is able, because I can have an admin as well, I can add someone to maybe even jump in and help with putting up comments and that, because I'm kind of missing it. And these people
have
are
to do that
sitting
on
here
Girls' Night
listening and
too, 'cause-
commenting, and I'm missing them all. And
Mhm.
I'm not trying to be rude. I just haven't seen them. So,
You'll get better. Takes practice.
but yeah, look, I have one thing to say, I guess, just as far as the guns go, and then we'll move on. But in Australia, we had a shooting here in, I think it was about 93, a mass shooting in Hobart, Tasmania. Not Hobart, but in Tasmania.
Mhm.
I think about 30 odd people got killed, and I haven't got all my facts here. I haven't researched this. It's just off the top of my head, and it was in the early 90s. Our Prime Minister at the time, John Howard, got people to hand in all their guns. He gave them money. He paid for them to return their guns. And there was masses and masses of guns just got returned, thrown into skips all over the place. All of Australia.
Yep.
Haven't had one mass shooting since. So he was proactive. He made a decision. He said, we're not having this. We're not shooting people up and down the place. We're just citizens walking around living their lives. And in a lot of cases, little children, you know, we're not having it. It's not going to happen.
You just have different kinds of guns, I guess. You have the guns that don't kill people.
We really like guns
look,
here.
and we still
like
have, obviously we still have violence, but people can do less harm with a knife or whatever. We have stabbings and things. You're always going to have lunatics out there.
You can run away from a knife. You can't run away from a bullet.
You can't run away from a like
if you do, you run from
an assault rifle or whatever.
You run from all kinds of shit. You can't run from a bullet. But yeah,
exactly.
Especially not a gun that's putting out 40 or 50 rounds per second.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't run from that. You can't hide from that. There's no.
I can't believe you can just walk down the shop and buy that at Walmart or something like that.
I don't think you can buy a gun that goes that fast.
No, we can't really do the fully automatic.
But you can buy a pistol.
You can get the
from
stuff
Walmart.
online and convert it to automatic and make it automatic.
You can modify it.
Oh yeah,
Super easy.
Now we have
Yeah.
ghost guns too. Those are fun. I'm not pretty
It's
Yeah.
just
gun.
so alien. It's so alien to me. Like when I hear that, I
Mhm.
just think, why?
Well,
I,
it's like
I
when I
don't
see
want any
footage
guns
of
around me. I just don't
yeah,
want a gun in my house at all.
I
I
see
don't want a
footage of
gun.
other countries where the people, the police are arresting people and nobody's got a gun. Even the cop ain't
Yeah,
got a gun.
Yeah.
yeah,
And that would be so
Mhm.
nice. That would be so nice. Yeah, you can beat me
yeah.
up if you want, but don't shoot me.
Yeah,
Don't kill
exactly. Of
me.
course, there's punch ups and there's lunatics and there's stabbings and
Yeah,
people get cut up and
Mhm.
thrown in garbage bin. Look, there's lunatics the world over.
everywhere.
The people aren't
Right.
essentially any different in any country. We're all essentially the same. You're bringing up, depending on how rough you're being brought up or whatever makes a
Yeah.
difference. But we're all the same people, you know. So
Mhm.
it stands to reason to me that if you get rid of the guns or make strong rules around, gun laws and make it more difficult to get in the wrong hands, it's going to make a difference. It's been proved in
Yeah.
Australia. Not one mass shooting since
Yeah.
1993.
I
There's been a couple
yeah.
of small shootings, but that's going to happen. And obviously gangland stuff, bikers and that type of thing happens.
Mhm.
But no, just a lunatic getting a gun and gunning down a mass of people,
Yeah.
hiding behind a tree and killing everybody or whatever,
Mhm.
hasn't happened in such a big way. So
A lot of it has to do
I
with
don't know.
mental health too, and supporting
Absolutely, it does
people
have
who
to do with
feel
mental
down.
health. Yeah, but the whole point is that those people shouldn't have guns.
No,
Yeah.
but
Mm.
sometimes someone has them and then they get it because they're feeling low and nobody's helping them, and they take it into their own hands, and then tragedies happen.
Yeah,
We just had a
Mhm.
shooting
I
here
agree,
like
Gana.
4 days
I agree.
ago down
Yeah,
the street from my house. They had to
right.
close down the supermarket and evacuate everything, and it happens a lot.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Scary stuff.
But yeah, we have
it's
open
crazy.
carry here. Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
very relaxed on
Yeah.
gun laws in my state.
Here too.
So
Like
so
they're walking around the HEB with a gun on their hip, and I'm just
Yep.
like, I'm
so,
leaving.
so Ganna,
I'm
I
leaving.
have a friend who lives Arizona. Do you know Jim? Oh, as a joke.
Jim.
Joke.
yeah,
I'm
she knows
sorry.
Jim.
Nope.
Jim
Oh,
Lopez. Jim Lopez.
Nope.
oh,
Okay.
I know some
Really? He
Lopez's and I
he
know
has
some Jims.
he's like
no Montez, but
45
no
or
Lopez.
so. He has
hmm
a beard. No. His
Is he
name
on YouTube?
he's married to a woman named Jennifer. Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, there's
No.
Not
about
that one.
500 of them, I think.
That's
Yeah,
it.
no. I think
Where are you,
Arizona's
Madam
pretty
Who?
big, but yeah,
If you don't mind
I
my
get it.
asking,
Sorry. What?
What was that, Angie?
Where are you located, Madam Who? If you don't mind
Me?
my asking. Yeah.
Oh, I'm on the eastern shore of Maryland.
Oh, cool. East Coasters, cool.
So
Mhm.
Baltimore is the capital,
Yeah.
right?
Nice.
See, I'm learning
It's
so
still
much
winter up there, isn't
where
it?
everything is in America just through
Not
like doing this.
not the capital. It should be the capital, but the
Oh,
capital
okay.
is Annapolis.
Mm.
Right.
Baltimore is the biggest city,
Yeah. Right.
and you just
Um,
assume that.
okay.
But hopefully, I'm going to be moving to Nashville soon. Oh, fingers crossed.
a
Cool.
lot
Fingers
of
crossed.
music happening there.
That's
Yeah,
a
well,
fun town.
I went to college and I lived there for 12 years, and
Yeah.
came here for a year. So that relationship is not happening anymore.
Uh-huh.
And my new job interview at in Nashville, and I'm really, really hoping that the job. He's 1 in 3, and it's a good state job too.
Nice.
That's exciting.
Be
Yeah.
awesome.
I like
Mhm.
Nashville. I've been there a couple times. I like Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville's cool. Yeah.
Nerdy.
Oh, you know Jim, nerdy. You know
Oh,
Jim. Oh,
Nerdy,
okay,
always
good.
playing the smart
Tell him I
ass.
said hi.
Uh-huh.
So far away. He knows Jim. I'm in the same state and I don't know Jim.
Anyway, look. Okay. So jumping in, and being rude and cutting everybody off. I suppose.
Do it.
Look, the channel is and the streams are going to be essentially what other people are doing, and I've spoken to everybody individually about this, but essentially what other skeptic, atheist, free thought, progressive YouTubers do, but there's going to be an artistic side to it. And what we're going to do is like create together if everybody wants to. I had the idea of even FaceTiming with everyone individually every now and then to maybe work on things and film that or record it on StreamYard and then just put them out as videos and just consistently throw things together as far as I suppose music videos, because it's all going to be very musical and with contributions from everybody and with everybody doing the parts and the things that they're capable of doing. Obviously, Ghana would be visual. And then obviously, Madam Who, you would be singing and doing production and playing instruments and stuff and throwing writing ideas in. Angie writes songs as well. She doesn't like to go on about it, but
I do words. I'm all about the rhyming and the words. If you throw me a melody, I can put words to it. That's
yeah.
I
Well,
cannot make the music. I want to make the music so bad,
yeah,
but I can't.
but you've got that idea, you rock, which I thought was pretty cool.
Melody to it.
Do what? Say that again.
Who you asking, me or Madam Who? Because we both said something around the same time.
Madam Who? What did you say? She roboted on me.
I said I could put, if you give me words, I can put music to it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Actually, Madam Who can. And this is something that she sent me. This is one thing that we're going to work on. I'll just play it. Okay. It's only a snippet. It goes for, I don't know, 30 seconds or something. Not as long as a minute.
Okay.
Can you hear that? Pretty groovy, right?
Cool, yeah. I have programs and stuff that'll do that, but I don't know how to use them.
Yeah. Well, we both use Logic, and Madam Who did that on Logic.
That's cool. Logic I've got Ableton Live, and I've got a a launch key thing with a key. No clue how to use it.
They're not that hard. You just need someone that's got some idea to just and you don't have to do anything special. All you'd probably want to do would be record a vocal and maybe someone playing a guitar or something, like to learn how to use it that way is pretty straightforward.
I had a friend who was supposed to teach me and he moved away.
Yeah.
Oh, did he move to Arizona?
Does he know Jim?
Yeah.
I don't know him.
That's great.
But yeah, look, and that's really that's great. So that's one that Madam Who sent me. And to be honest, it's almost finished. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really, the production's all there and everything sounds good. Like your arrangements are freaking awesome. How the instruments are all sitting together. It's already a painting that's pretty much taken shape. There's probably a couple of spots that you might.
Nothing's ever done all the way. You just have a deadline,
Yeah, at some point.
I could keep tweaking my songs and the production till the cows come home. And it's
absolutely.
You just have to turn it in by Friday, and then it's done.
Yeah. And to be
I've
honest,
I've never had a deadline, so that's why I can't complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when you've had songs mixed and mastered, you'll have them done. Like I listen back to songs that I've had, done for ages, and you're always coming up with new ideas.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Even if it means a different line.
Yeah.
A lyric.
Yeah, I re-recorded one of my very old songs because I just loved it so much. It was about all of my friends that I named and how their little quirks make them strange and beautiful and weird and wonderful. And then I was never happy with the last line. And then I figured out the last line, and then it was a line that should be about me. And the last line was, "Me, I don't believe in any gods." I know that probably sounds pretty odd. And then everybody wears their own shade of strange. Yeah.
Yep.
And so I had to re-record
That's
it.
a good line.
Because,
I'm more poetic than I am rhythmic. So
yeah. But look, I think that's great. And just those ideas that you even just mentioned there, like those lyrics are great. Which is why I think like there's such a wealth of talent out there in the community. And I found that. There's so many talented people. It's unbelievable. I've got a list here. I may go through it depending on how we're going for time. I don't want to, like, we've almost done an hour already.
Almost an hour.
have you seen some of those videos they've done where someone, like people send in videos of themselves singing a certain part of a song, and then the person, the producer or whatever, puts it all together and turns it into like a big choir? I think that's cool.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
I think that's very cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. And this is why this is so interesting, because you can do stuff with people like you guys are on the other side of the world, you know,
Yeah.
and we can be recording stuff together and sending ideas. And I've done a bit of that so far. I mean, I've worked with a few people. I did a song called I Can't Lie to Myself, which is on my channel. You guys probably know Shelley Siegel. I know you do.
Love me some Shelley. Yes.
Well, I got her to do a vocal on that, which was
Oh, nice.
which was brilliant, and that's on there. But that was done a couple of years ago, and haven't really mentioned it. But that was so good. Like, she sent a vocal, she nailed it, interpreted the song and the idea that I had perfectly, and sang it spot on.
Cool.
She sent me the vocal, and it's on there. You can check it out on the channel. And I mean, it was just it's such a pleasure. It's such a joy to be able to create with people from around the world. And I'm just looking forward to building that and allowing that to grow. I mean, Gan has sent me such cool things. Hang on a minute. This is one of my favorites.
Cool.
Ganna's Crying World. Like, she did that for me, and that's going to be perfect, especially for climate change.
That was intense. That was short but intense.
It's very short.
I've got this song called "Live Long and Prosper." It's my latest single. I put it out for Earth Day.
That one the other day. I was like,
and it's from Mr. Spock's perspective, and that would be so perfect, Donna, for a video.
Yes.
This is what I mean. Like, as soon as you get a bunch of artistic people sitting talking together in a group, like, people are going to start throwing ideas together. You're going to be able to create some really, really cool stuff. And I know that was quick, so I'll show you again, because we have
it took so long to make. Oh my
God! Me run the heart, man.
Wow,
it's so good.
It's like
teardrop.
Seeing a cute cat or something. Oh.
I don't animate often, but it was fun to make.
Animating is a pain in the ass, isn't it?
That was great.
So much work.
Yeah, so that one's there. I'll just keep a hold of that. Ganna did that specially for me. So, but I'm happy to share that too if Ganna's happy to do that.
Yeah, it made it for you.
It's a cool little thing to use in a video clip, and everything that everyone does kind of helps to promote what everyone else is doing as well, you know. So, but yeah, I've got a song called Blue World, which that's going to be so relevant. And the analogy is with that song is that if you look at the planet from outer space, we're the blue planet. And also it's the fact that it's a sad world because of climate change and all that. I mean, the world can't feel sad. It's just rocks and earth and ocean, you know. But you get the idea. It's like an expressive sort of a thing. And so the two are going to come together. That's going to play a part in that song when I eventually get it done. That's one that I could throw in here and maybe get some ideas for, because all the lyrics aren't written for that yet. But it's getting there. So yeah, it's all just about the creative thing and what we all do. I've got one here which I'll play, and this is rough. This is not as far along as Madam Who's. one that we just played, because that's, to me, that's 2/3 of the way. And then I know you produce and everything. This one doesn't have lyrics. This is a very rough chorus.
Time for change. Resolutions break the chain. Away to sense twisted games. Broken system start again.
Right, now that's really rough. I don't consider myself a singer, but I'm good with harmonies and stuff like that. But look, there's an idea. It's just a chorus. It's a power rock type thing.
You said it
Okay.
didn't have lyrics, I thought. No, you said
Oh
chorus.
yeah, but that's just a chorus.
chorus.
Yeah,
Ah,
so I've
okay.
got verses, which I've got ideas for, but I don't have lyrics for. So I'm working on that, and obviously I need to get a belting singer in on that one. But revolution time for change. Really, I suppose it's a lefty kind of an idea. Just what we were talking about with change, and how most of the people, if you unify together, if the people unite, we're really, really strong, and we all pretty much agree with each other. So that's the idea with that song, is revolution time for change. So that's another one of my little ideas there.
Cool.
Do you mind? I'm trying to have a conversation, ma'am.
So
Sorry.
yeah, any suggestions or ideas? And I don't know, like you might take ideas like that on, Ganna, and have even visual stuff that you think might fit, even existing things that you have,
Mm-hmm.
even using some of the footage and stuff that you already have. And
well,
using
Art, with that thing that you just played, I can hear Blathiest rapping something over top of it.
Yeah.
I'm
There is
pretty good
actually a
screaming.
very rhythmic part. There is a rhythmic vocal part that I had for it, but there's no lyrics. And it would be very suited to him. And you also had that idea for your song for Kool-Aid, having
Yeah, sure.
I
having
just
a
sing like
rap
Twisted Sister
part
if you
in
need
there.
me to. So we're not.
Yeah.
I got some gravel if you need gravel.
Well, Angie, maybe that, maybe you could jump in on that,
That would be fun. You know I like
do.
rock.
Oh, look, I have some silly ideas as well. Basically, I'm just going through a list of things. I had this idea. It's called Hellbound Highway. Right. So I don't have a recording of it or anything. It's not even, I don't know.
Hellbound Highway. Like highway to hell.
Hellbound highway driving home. Now, this is just a silly idea. I was thinking like Peaceful Easy Feeling. You know that?
In my head, it was AC/DC.
Yeah, me too. I was AC/DC too.
Yeah, but this is a new song. Like,
Yeah.
exactly. But this is the funny thing about it, right? This is the characteristic thing about it, is that it's a contradiction, because the music's so sweet, and the idea is that it's a happy song, like almost like Rocky Mountain Way, or Peaceful Easy Feeling, coming back home to the countryside and that. And the idea that I have in my head for this one is that it's a smooth country song, which once again would be perfect for you, Angie.
I
The
do
contradiction,
everything.
like there's an obvious paradox there, because it's a sweet song with nice melodies, but we're talking about going home to the fire and brimstone. So it's like, hellbound highway driving home, hellbound highway driving home. That melody's not even finished, but it's just an idea. Back to that fire and brimstone where I belong. You see what I mean? Like, it's a sweet melody and feel, but the lyrics are completely the opposite of where they should be going. I love the hellbound highway driving home. You know what I mean? So that was an idea that I want to sort of muck around with. There's thousands of them.
Yep.
Do you guys? Oh, I should go back to comments and see if there's anything happening there.
Tequila. Carrie likes tequila.
This is
Not
this is
allowed
why I
to have
need.
tequila anymore.
I could handle a tequila right
I
now.
have banned myself from tequila forever.
Yeah, because
Last
it's
tequila
evening
ban
for all
was
you guys.
Mhm. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm a wine or gin girl.
I'm a red wine guy.
I'm rum or whiskey. You know, I like apple
Vodka.
brown.
Oh, I love Fireball. That's one of my favorites. Fireball whiskey.
Oh, I had one of those the other night.
That's good with apple cider. Yeah.
Oh no, it's good by itself. Oh my gosh,
not a
it's
cinnamon
so good.
person.
I could drink more.
I used to drink a lot and I had to quit, and so now I only drink a little bit. I'll have a couple of cocktails if I'm at karaoke.
Yeah.
That's about it. But that's just a little liquid courage.
That's good.
Loosen up a
Yeah,
little bit,
yeah.
you know. And I don't want to be the only sober person in the room. That's terrible. That's never fun. But I can't get drunk. I don't drunk. I don't
When
drunk
I-
well at all. So
I don't drink well.
When I play bands, I mean, and I
oh, you're cutting out on us, honey. I didn't
Yeah,
get
you
any
broke
of
up
that.
a fair bit there, Madam Who, so we didn't pick up a lot of what
drink
you just said
anything you
then.
wanted after.
What?
Did I cut out? I
Yeah.
cut out.
Yeah, you dropped out
Sorry.
again a bit.
Oh,
Robot.
Yeah, it sounds a bit robotic, breaking up there
It's
a little
hit or
bit.
miss. Sometimes you're okay.
telling me
Yeah,
Um,
so, and your song, You Rock. Sorry, Madam Who, you've dropped, still didn't pick up a lot of
Okay.
that. So,
Oh, wait,
oh,
maybe.
you're back now. What were you saying?
me?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
yes.
Yeah.
I was just
What's
saying,
going on?
I was a leader of a band for a long time, and I
Cool.
told they weren't allowed to drink before the performance because I wanted them
Oh,
to
no.
be sharp and not forget anything, you know.
Mhm.
I'm
Because there was
sharper
one
after
time when
a couple of drinks.
you're sharper. Oh, not me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Unless
I
you
forget my
overdo it.
lyrics.
A couple,
I forget who I
you're
am.
loose and you're right in there. A couple, if you have like a full bottle of red wine, not so good.
Oh,
When it gets
yeah,
sloppy,
no, a couple.
then you start tripping over
I'm
on
on the edge
stage.
of passing out.
Yeah. But a couple is good. I'm right in the zone on stage
Oh,
after
okay.
just a couple of wines. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
No, not
keep going.
me. I have trouble remembering my lyrics as it is.
That's why karaoke
Yeah,
sits on the
right.
TV
Yeah,
screen. I
yeah.
don't have to remember. And that's why I sing so many songs because I don't need to remember any of the words.
Yeah. Well, and it's
Oh.
not an issue as a guitar player. I
Oh,
just make
yeah.
shit up as I go along.
Oh yeah,
I wish I
see?
could play.
I'm very much an ear player, so I don't even really learn things. I just
Okay.
kind of get up there and jam along. So,
So
yeah, I'm in
Ghana,
dreamland when
do you have any drinks before you paint? Like, live
Sometimes I'll
posing?
do like vodka and
Okay.
Powerade.
And it loosens you up a
Really?
little bit?
That's wild. I would have. What a perfect
Vodka
combination.
and
I'm not
Powerade.
dehydrated.
Okay.
That's great.
and maybe the occasional joint.
Occasionally.
Okay.
Oh yes,
When I'm
please.
feeling
Yeah.
it.
Yes, please.
Pot has never done it for me. I mean, like I've
Yeah.
always taken too much whenever I've tried it.
You just
I
go to
can't
sleep.
do it very often and I can't have very much, but like
Yeah.
a little micro dose.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
okay.
severely chronic. I'm an ounce a week. Yeah, I'm a serious old time hype stoner.
Yeah, some people
so, yeah.
handle it.
Yeah.
My mate, you met Zoltan actually, Angie. You met Zoltan. He's a
Yeah.
regular pot smoker
Yeah.
or hash cookies or whatever. Is always
Mhm.
I ate
like that.
brownies the other day, and they were
Yeah, brownies. Yeah,
yummy.
I
They never
used
just
to
give
be really
me
big
an
into it, but I
inside.
can't as much anymore. Like it affects me differently than
Yeah.
it did 10 years ago. So
yeah. I'm the same as you, Madam Who. I think it makes me a bit paranoid. I'm not comfortable when people say things. I'm not sure how to take them after I've had
Yeah.
that. You
People,
kind of think,
yeah.
was that a serious thing or was that a joke? I'm not. You lose
No, it's
all
for real.
perspective.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
I
Leave it
kind
that
of
way.
just want to walk away and leave the
Mhm.
conversation. So
Yeah.
it's a paranoia thing. It doesn't.
For
Yeah.
me, it's
Yeah.
just
Do a
I
runner.
get put into a different dimension or something, and I just lose all reality.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not good with
drift.
drugs.
You drift.
Yeah, I'm not good with
Yeah, and then
drugs.
someone
When I
will
was
say
dead,
something, and it'll be like, "What were we just talking about?" I got no idea.
That's a
Just
thing, yeah.
lost completely. So yeah,
That's
I don't do.
my everyday
really-
life. I'm
I've
not
been
even
doing
on
it
pot,
so
and
long
that's
now. I
why
don't even get
Yeah.
high. I don't think it's possible for me to get high anymore.
Angie's
because
like, I'm
just
high all the
maintain.
time. I'm
I
just kind
know.
of
I mean,
high.
I'm not high. I'm just like maintain. I'm normal. This is me
Oh,
normal.
okay.
You know.
Mhm.
I have
But
met
it's
the lady who doesn't smoke pot that lives in here, and she's a bitch, and I don't like
Oh,
her.
she needs to smoke pot then.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
needs it.
she
She's really
does.
hateful. She
Yeah.
can be very, very mean and has no patience.
But anyway, a little bit
Yes.
of pot's never hurt anyone. It's pretty harmless. So
Yeah. Oh, it's much
anything in moderation,
more
really. But
harmless
Yeah.
than alcohol for sure.
oh, for sure, exactly.
Yep.
Like, why
Yeah.
is that
You
not
do too
illegal?
much, you
I
just go to
know.
sleep. You don't
Yeah.
die. It kill you. You know. It doesn't make
No.
you want to go out and kill people to get the next
No,
one.
right.
Exactly. Pot's
Or
way more
fight
relaxing
or
because people
something.
just veg out. You're not in the mood to go out with guns and
Yeah.
shoot. It's like,
And
what's on the
mushrooms
television? You know?
too.
Yep.
Mushrooms. Yep.
Yeah.
Doom
Yeah.
scrolling.
Oh, I've never tried them, but
Oh, mushrooms, they're great. If you microdose. I did mushrooms
Yeah.
a couple times where I took way
Too
too much and I
Way
was like
too
crying for like a day. But if you
Mhm.
Yeah.
microdose, at least this is with me. If I
Yeah.
microdose, I just feel like colors are brighter and I feel happy.
Everything is soft.
Just an uplifted mood. You're not like
yeah.
doom and gloom. You're like, this is
Uh-huh.
okay. I
Edges
can
are
handle
soft.
Yeah.
this.
There's no
Yeah.
sharp things gonna get me when I'm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh-huh.
I did too much the last time, and I sat in my bedroom and cried because I felt so guilty.
Yeah, I
Nerdy.
cried and cried and cried, and then I felt like Bjork was my spirit animal, so I had to do a lot of work.
Bjork as in ABBA.
No.
No, Bjork, that's in Bjork. I don't know. She's an Icelandic musician.
Bjork.
It's like
Bjork.
Bjork, yeah.
Bjork.
BG.
Yeah. No, you dropped out there again. That I didn't get that spelling.
BGORK.
Nerdy.
Bjork.
Oh, the Icelandic
All right.
singer.
Everything's
Yes.
The Icelandic singer.
yeah.
Oh, from the 80s. Oh yeah, I know. Or 90s as
Uh-huh.
well. Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Now, yeah.
90s, yeah. 90s.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, she's a real artist. Very quirky and
Yeah.
unique.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, nerdy again. You can't shut him
Mhm.
up. He just keeps putting shit up there. So.
Oh, you saw her live. Oh,
I know, he's so
wow.
lucky.
Was she great?
Yes.
I
That'd
hear
be
she's
awesome.
tall. I was like really short, but I hear she's tall.
Oh, really? Because yeah, the impression that I would have got from photographs or
tiny,
watching her on
yeah.
videos is that she's quite
Mhm.
quite short.
Yeah, I thought she was little.
Anyway,
I'm trapped in the 80s. I can't say I've heard a lot of her music. So
yeah, no, you're an 80s, but no, she was definitely more 90s.
Hey, you know,
hold on there, madam. You're cutting out on us.
Yeah, you cut out again.
Try again. Dadgummit. If I could just like
Poor
send
old madam
bandwidth to
who's
her, I would. But
madam who's sitting there, and it's just like everyone's ignoring her, and we're not. It's like
no,
she keeps
she's
cutting. She's frozen right now. So
Oh, she's very frozen.
yeah, so not much we can do about that.
I'm short too, nerdy. So don't worry.
Yeah, so I did some things with Nerdy a little while ago too. What was the song? Oh,
She is.
Nerdy wrote lyrics. Oh no, he had it was one of his bath songs, and I put music to it. I put guitar behind it. Came out pretty good. It's on my other channel. I should post it on my new channel.
Yeah, I didn't know you had 2 channels until I went looking for this earlier today. I was like,
Yeah.
channels.
The old one was Arts Against Ignorance, but I changed that to Melting Pot. There was just a lot of stuff that I didn't want to lose, but
Yeah.
didn't really want on the channel. So, yeah, I kept that one there, but changed the name and then started a new channel. So, which is kind of more relevant to what I'm doing. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know. I feel as though I've had you guys up here for an hour and 15 minutes.
Yep.
And I feel as though if we're going to do this as a regular thing, I'm thinking like every couple of weeks with whoever can make it. And it doesn't have to, it's not like you don't have to, but it can be a rotational thing, because I mean,
just whoever's available. That's how most
whoever's
of them work.
available, but it'd be nice to have like a core of people. And if we can sort of work on things through the week that we could then I could put them up like what I just did before with those couple of musical bits and videos and that. I could post those. We could talk about that. Also, it'll be very topical because I guess as would you call it an agenda? I guess as an agenda with what I want to get out there and what I want to say personally through the channel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Arts Against Ignorance. Arts Against Ignorance. So it's connecting with people on an intellectual level through music and through art. That's the whole point. So if you guys are all up for that,
Losing light.
that would be awesome. Yeah, I noticed that because that just went.
I started to fade out into the.
It's like watching old Star Trek episode or something there where you're just
Yeah.
starting to quirk out.
Well, my hair is very reflective, and so it.
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
apparently
that's
so
weird.
is
Yeah,
my
look at that.
shirt. I don't know.
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going on here. There's no green on my shirt. This makes no sense. But it's just because it was daylight when I started. It's not daylight anymore.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it doesn't have to be strictly green or whatever.
Yeah, I'd be down to do some more in the future. Just spitballing ideas and whatnot.
Exactly. I just think it's a good creative, healthy kind of a situation to have. Madam who's gone on, she's dropped out, but she was having issues there. So
yeah.
But I feel as though we should sort of move towards a finish. But yeah, if you guys are all up for it and doing some things, I was even going to maybe try and catch up with you, Angie, next week through the week or something. Maybe do a half hour. I'll just record it. We'll get on StreamYard. I'll record it. I'll throw those ideas for that song that I just had. And it's all fun.
Okay.
Like,
yeah,
all the music, they're just ideas. You throw it out there. It might be shit. It doesn't matter.
Well, now, if it's shit, I will tell you, Art. You know this, right?
I know.
I love you, and I will be honest with you. It's like, if I don't like it, I'm going to be like, no, I don't like that. That's weird.
For sure. And I appreciate that. And I'm great. And I know that some of what I put out there is going to be shit. But do you know what happens is with being creative, and we all know that, is that you'll get ideas that are the ones that are the strongest, that develop and become really good. They're the ones that you work harder on. You make the videos better. You make the song stronger. You really put some effort into. So things will develop and we'll come up with really good ideas. But it's also going to be fun to put some shit out there.
Sounds like fun. Sounds like
be honest.
Fun. Yeah.
Purely creative and not restrictive. So we can just go for it and throw ideas out there and see what we come up with, So, look, in saying that, now you're creeping me out. Now you're making me scared.
That works.
Yeah. No. Just kidding. No, I love having you around. So.
Well, and I will calm down as we all get to know each other a little better, just saying.
Yeah.
I was a little anxious and wound up this evening. And
yeah.
I'll talk a little more
humor is my shield. So.
Yeah, Ganna's pretty laid back.
Yeah, Ganna's very mellow.
I love
Ganna
that.
very much.
Yeah, I could
talk
do with
a lot
mix of that
sometimes.
myself.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You get your own girls' night and you won't shut up. So.
Yeah, you should jump on Angie's girls' night in.
She would fit in nicely, I think.
You'd
Yes.
slot in perfectly.
It's been a long time since I've been on live stream, so
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you take your time. We've spoken about that. So, I mean, it's your call. You do that whenever you're ready. But look, hopefully what we're doing here might just help you to sort of get back into it. I'd love to see you do things on your channel again.
yeah,
Yeah,
all in
I
good
think
I would
time.
like to have something
all
decent
in good
put on my
time.
channel besides Girls Night. Girls Night is what it is. It's just,
Yeah, but you
it is
can
what it is.
things that we create here, you can post on your channel as well. Like everybody can do what they want on their own channels with the stuff that
Yeah.
we do because it's kind of interesting. Your followers might like to have a look and see what's going on, and then it helps to spread out what everybody's doing and get more people jumping on board and whatever. It's about community. And that's the other thing I really want to bring the community in on things because there's so many people from different walks of life that I would never meet in person or,
Right.
because your life's different or they're in a different country or whatever. And it's just so cool that like the internet connects us all together and we can do that and we can chat and you can bring everybody in. So if I'm writing a song about something I don't know much about, but there's someone on the internet that does know a lot about that topic, I can get them on. We can interview them on this channel. And just talk about it and get ideas from that, draw from that, and then take it and create something, artistic, a piece of music, a music video. I just think it could be very interesting and exciting. So that's my goal. But anyway, I'm going to stop
I'm
talking,
game.
and
Count me in.
I'm gonna let everybody go. We unfortunately lost Madam Who, so she's obviously just got
Connection issues.
bad
It
connection
was
over there.
lovely to meet her, and I hope we
Yeah.
get to hang out some more because we could have a really good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she is hopefully going to be back as quite a regular, and we'll be doing stuff, in the near future, working on that song to start with, and then doing some other things. And I'm going to bring different people in to do parts in things that I've got happening. We've also got Blatant Blathius there, who's going to be involved. We'll get him on here as well.
You probably shouldn't
In
have
a
me and
few
him on
weeks.
together. You saw what happened last time.
Yeah, you
Because he
guys
and I could
clicked.
not, because we can't be serious. It's really hard for me to be serious, and
You're
and
both
he can't
Southerners.
either. And it's, oh no, I get that from my dad. That man was the goofiest. That man didn't have a serious bone in his body. But yeah,
Yeah, right.
it's my shield. My humor is my shield. They won't hurt me if I make them laugh.
Yeah. And comedians are like that, aren't they? It's what they use. It's how they feel comfortable in a situation. It's just to talk and make people laugh. And he's a great comedian too, Jerome.
Yes,
But you guys hit it off. But you're both
super clever.
Southerners. You had the Southern connection there
Yeah,
as well, didn't you?
yeah,
Because I think he's originally from St. Louis. I'm thinking that's down
something
south.
like that. Yeah,
Missouri.
not quite as deep south as me, but getting there.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm more south than anybody. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
in the land down under. Now
yeah,
that's
you're
pretty
full
south.
on upside down, dude. Seriously.
I am upside down and
Yeah.
almost non-existent. Oh, here we go. So, all right.
It's
Thanks,
fun,
Carrie Ann.
but
Oh
Good,
no, I've
thanks
seen
for
her on
sticking
another
around.
live stream a couple weeks ago, and she had a few drinks, and I didn't tell her I was there until just now. I'm like, I've seen you.
uh-oh.
Ah, right. Okay. So you guys obviously know each other.
Yes, Carrie Ann's a
Um,
longtime friend.
That's cool.
Oh, that's cool. Well, look,
I'm
everyone's
anxious to meet
welcome
some
here.
new people.
And it's going to be creative and fun. And all these people can contribute and suggest ideas, Like I can even use that as a lyric to a song. Oh, not that one.
I saw you
Come on, Brian. Get it
live
together.
at Glastonbury.
Like a
There you
dating
go.
site, nerdy.
So I
Southernsonly.com.
could that could be lyrics now, right? We have to
I
write a
have a
song about
bluegrass song that I wrote,
Ooh.
a
but
bluegrass.
yeah, it's
Well,
called
send it to me.
My Granny Smokes Marijuana.
Okay.
That sounds great. I want to hear it.
My granny smokes marijuana. He goes
I
through a
feel-
couple a day.
I feel that could fit in with these lyrics somewhere.
We need a washboard
think
and
there's some-
a jug. Bum, bum,
jug.
bum, bum.
I feel as though there's some relevance there. Anyway,
Overalls to do some hee haw, y'all.
Yes.
I might try and do another one in about 2 weeks. So see, I'll just check who's available.
Yep.
And maybe we can jump on again and do it. And if anyone can't make it, it's fine. Might even
It looks
try and
like
get a
Josh
guest
is with
on. I don't know if
girls'
it's
night.
too early, but maybe try and get a guest on. I got a big list there of people that I'd like to approach.
Whoever can
So we
make it,
might
just
do
try it
that.
out.
Yeah, for
Sounds
sure.
great.
Now,
And this
before
one
we
has
go,
gone just like every other stream I've ever been on. Just so you know, you did good, Art.
oh,
This is what
thank you,
people do on
Angie.
live streams. We just
Thank you.
bullshit with each other. That's kind of how it works. And I'm
Well, that's
sorry
what I
if
love
I
about it. It's a
ran over
community,
you a
and
little.
it's just chatting with people, and like so many cool people out there. And I've known
Yeah.
both of you guys for quite a while, and I'm getting to know Madam Who as well. Been communicating with her for a few months. Obviously, we've got some nice people in the chat. I love it. It's about just chatting and being friendly and being creative. But I had one more thing to play,
Okay.
and then we'll go out. And this is very short too. Ganna does short videos, and I stole this, so don't sue me
Oh.
for copyright.
Okay.
Okay. But if you're ever feeling unhappy, all right,
Okay.
just check this little dude out.
Oh, I love him. I know. I saw
Okay.
that one the other day. I was like, oh, Tater.
It's the space
So
potato.
if you want to see the full video, that's on Ganna's channel. You should go and check it out.
I
I'm
shared that one
hoping
around. I was like,
that
in case anybody
she will
needs
come back and do more
feel good
stuff,
today. Look at
I
this
will. I'll
tater.
come back and make more stuff. More positive energy
more
potatoes.
positive energy, because you need that energy. I mean, look at that.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Right? Don't worry, be happy. It's all good. Anyway, okay, guys. Well, look, thanks for jumping on, and just that was
Enjoyed it.
awesome. I had
Thanks for
fun,
having us.
and
It's karaoke
Yeah.
time.
we'll do it again in a couple of weeks' time.
I
if
gotta go put
everyone's
on a
into it.
sparkly shirt.
Thanks for those few people in the chat. Thanks to those few people in the chat. I'll try and advertise more and learn how to sort of promote things and whatever. We'll work on things together. We'll talk topics. It'll be topical. We'll get guests on. We'll do a bunch of stuff. It'll be really interesting and I think pretty exciting. So, yeah, thanks again, guys. And I will end this broadcast
Bye, everybody.
now.
Bye bye.